Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm still David Greenwald. Today, I want to talk to you about a very simple thing in this series of videos on what makes a good language course and good language teaching and learning. And this is a point that is, I think, almost completely ignored as a pedagogical question. We all know that when we learn language, we have to remember things. And we also know that the key, or certainly one of the keys to memory, is repetition. You have to say, I think studies have indicated something like 10 times a person usually has to say a word out loud in a foreign language about 10 times before it really starts to sink in, at least on average. Now, how much we could play with that, I really don't know. For some people, it's probably 2 times, and for some people, it's 27. But definitely repetition obviously plays a part. We all know that. But I remember one time many years ago not taking a course, but buying one. I bought a French course on CD, and I won't say who the company was. I will say it's a very famous language teaching company, and they're still around today. Okay. Whether they use the same method today as they did 20, 25 years ago, I don't know. But certainly they're still around. And I bought their French course on CD and I tried to go through it. And I stopped very quickly. Why? Well, I still remember the first sentence in the course in French, which is "How are you?" which I still remember. It's "Comment allez-vous?" Okay, I get it. I still remember it 20, 25 years later. But that's because I sat there going, "Comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous?" 35, 40 times over and over on the CD. This guy is repeating this sentence and saying, "Okay, now you say it." In English, we have a word for this that I think is particularly appropriate. We call it parroting, because this is the kind of repetition parrots do. Polly want a cracker? Polly want a cracker. That's how parrots are, okay? And so this is a problem in language teaching and learning, but particularly language teaching, is that students have to repeat. That's necessary. There's no way around it. To remember requires repetition. But nothing is worse than sitting around going, "Comment allez-vous?" 50 times. Okay? So one of the things that a good method really needs to have built in is a way to repeat a lot without parroting, without just "repeat after me, the teacher says it, you say it." That kind of repetition is useful only for pronunciation. And sometimes we do that. If somebody has difficulty saying some word, I might say, "Okay, here's the word, now you say it." Okay, that's fine. That's pronunciation. But it's not for remembering the word so you can use it, or remembering the phrase or the grammar structure so that you can use it. That's a different thing. So without giving too much away, because I don't want to spoil all my surprises, in my courses, the method I use has lots of repetition built in, and yet never will you simply repeat after me or after each other. You will not sit and repeat sentences in my courses ever. And that's a promise. And that's all I'm going to tell you for today. Hope you're having a good one. See you again soon.